This is what I learned during my sophomore year at Texas A&M University. See my stainless steel straw? Save the planet, everybody. Okay, but first, of course, if you're new here, hello, my name is Maria. I do a lot of college videos because I'm in college. I'm actually a sophomore at Texas A&M University, and if you like college type of like vlog videos and stuff like that, then definitely consider subscribing. If you enjoy this video or any of my other ones, check them out. So in one of my last videos, someone commented and asked me about what I think about transfer academic programs as it pertains to my school specifically. Actually, I was a transfer academic program student. As a senior in high school, whenever I applied to A&M, I also got an alternative decision where you are technically admitted into A&M, except you take classes at a junior college that is in the same like town as A&M. It's like a sister like feeder school of A&M. You take 3 or 4 classes at Blinn, and you would take 1 to 2 classes at A&M depending on how many hours that you take. I do know that there's other transfer academic programs like where you go to a different, like a satellite school of A&M, like Texas A&M Corpus Christi, or for like the University of Texas, you would go to UT Arlington or UT San Antonio for a year, and then you get guaranteed admission for the next year. TEAM is a 2-year program, so you sharing your time between Blinn and A&M for 2 years. That's the set like requirement time. With certain programs of study, you have the option to transfer in early, and so that's exactly what I did. That's how I was able to go to A&M full admission my entire sophomore year. I think transfer academic programs are definitely a really good option. It's a way for the university to tell you that, hey, they want you to come to their university, but they don't necessarily have enough space, and that's really the case with A&M specifically in their freshman class, and it's very competitive. There's so many applicants. One of the biggest things about if you're getting an alternative decision for any school that you go to, don't let it discourage you and don't let it really weigh on how you think of yourself as a student, because there's so many other factors that might be going into it, and they still want you to come, but they can't accommodate you to full admission yet. I'm gonna admit, like, I was upset and a little taken back whenever I first got my alternative decision. Felt like I had earned full admission, but you know, disappointments come and go and you work through them. And I think, like, honestly, going to A&M and doing the transfer academic program taught me so much about people and life. I feel like I learned so many things doing that, and I would say just don't count it out, really consider it, weigh the pros and cons of the other options that you have, but I definitely support it and I think it's great if it's really a school that you want to end up at. 4 things that I want to talk about that I learned, especially that really stand out to me for my sophomore year, and the first one of them is opportunity. This year I was put in a lot of different new situations. I was living with new people. We actually had 5 girls in our house. I had 2 jobs throughout my sophomore year of college. I had a lot to learn, I think, throughout the year, and I did learn a lot throughout the year. One thing that I took away from doing both of those jobs is that it's important to make the best of your circumstances. So if there's a place that you want to get, really use the people around you and use your resources to try to get yourself to that point. Also began to learn, and I'm still learning, to go for it. I have had the pleasure of meeting like such fearless people and such people who are always up for a challenge, and that is just something that's very endearing to me. That's a very admirable quality that I want to adopt from them, and just being around them and feeding off of that energy has really taught me a lot about going for it, not wasting what I have to offer, and always making myself available to those new opportunities. Second thing I want to talk about is money. I follow a lot of college girls who are just like fierce in their like finances, it seems. The one that comes to mind to me who has talked about it a little bit more is Michelle Reed. She's actually a fellow Texan. I love watching her videos just because I like relate, because I'm also from Texas. But she is always like kind of touching on how she wants to learn more about her finances and budgeting and being smart with your money as a young woman. I think that's something that I have learned a lot about definitely this year, because I took on more money matters, I guess, in terms of like bills and saving and stuff like that. I just learned a little bit more about all of that and how all of that works. So I'm just a little bit more familiar all around with like money matters and stuff. And it's actually really cool to me, and I want to be better with like saving my money. It's always a goal of mine to save my money. So I kind of touched on this next one when I talked about the first one, opportunity. This is resources. I have lived off campus since freshman year. Like, I never lived on campus call me crazy. Because of that though, I feel like I was lagging a little bit in the campus resources knowledge. I really came into using all of that this year, and I'm very, very grateful for it because I feel like it helped me through my year and it made the year go like so much smoother. So the fourth and maybe the biggest thing, I don't know, these are all like big hitters this whole entire year, consistency. It's one of my words of the year, along with focus. This consistency in like all sectors of life has become so important to me, and such a thing that I'm like is ingrained in what I try to do every single day and how I set myself up for the day. It's all about consistency. That goes for my health and fitness, like, you know, getting myself in a hair routine, trying my best to make up a schedule and really stick to that. Same thing with studying, kind of goes back to using my resources. Sometimes on Sundays I would literally just wake up at like 8 a.m, go and spend the entire day at like my favorite study spot, and it felt great. Whenever I did that, I just felt so accomplished at the end of the day, and I knew that I had really like done myself a service by, you know, taking those hours and allocating them to something that I knew would help me. So definitely learned about consistency through that. Also sitting down and doing my planner, making it a thing to do like the monthly spread, the monthly reflection, and the weekly spread. Like that has helped me so much, to the point where people would ask me what I was doing and I'd be like, wait, would have to go across the room, grab my planner and like look, because my planner like had my life in it. Because my planner's wild, y'all. Like it's wild. College has definitely like, it's teaching me a lot, and A&M specifically, it's been a great place for me to learn about myself, learn about others, learn about the world, learn about tradition, learn about so many different things. And I'm very, very fortunate for this experience, and I look forward to the years that I have to come here. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. As always, if you vibe, don't forget to subscribe, and I hope to see you all back on my channel for my next video. Bye!